Well, good morning. This is Glenda Robichaux, and with me is Julie Gromitz. And happy Wednesday. It's April 25th. And we are really excited to be sharing the amazing trio that is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. These three oils are absolutely beautiful and really complement each other as well when you combine them. So really excited to talk about that today with you.
Good morning, Glenda. I think I took over the screen share.
Oh, alrighty.
So today's agenda, we are going to talk a little bit about our promotions. Today's a very, very, very special day in doTERRA. It is their happy 10-year anniversary. So we'll be talking a little bit about that. Our oil topic of the day, lemon, lavender, and peppermint, is a fantastic trio. And we'll give you a little tidbits of information about that and talk about our upcoming events. So first off, every single month, doTERRA gifts us an amazing opportunity to get the one item at 10% off. And this is on top of your 25% membership discount and on top of the points that you can earn for all of your LRP orders. So this month, we've been really blessed to have Try Ease as our 10% off item. And Try Ease is something we'll be talking about a little bit more during our presentation today, but it is really great for helping the way that your body handles things like pollen and mold. Helps to promote clear breathing and overall respiratory health.
And doTERRA also has a special right now for Mother's Day. And Julie and I have both gotten our Harmony kit, and it is absolutely beautiful. It comes with 3 oils that doTERRA doesn't sell all the time. And it's pink pepper, star anise, and green mandarin, sorry. It is great. And it comes in this cute little box with 2 empty roller balls so you can create your own blends. It also comes with little pipettes to help you make those blends. And this book just chock full of beautiful recipe blends that you can make up in the roller ball there. And they just smell so beautiful. Julie and I are trying to figure out which one is our favorite. Pink pepper. It's got this really beautiful like citrus note to it, I think.
Almost a berry.
Yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And on the slide here, you can see that pink pepper promotes feelings of alertness when diffused or inhaled. It may help calm and soothe the nerves when taken internally. Also helps promote healthy cellular immune function and response. Those are all awesome things. Then star anise, which is actually in our Digestion blend, right?
I think so.
Supports healthy digestion when taken internally. Can also help promote feelings of relaxation when taken internally, and provides emotional balancing and a grounding aroma. And who can't use that these days? And then the green mandarin, this I find fascinating. That can be used as a food preservative. And I can't wait to add it when I make pesto, because I make pesto a lot, and I think that'll be a really nice flavor to add to it and help preserve it and make it last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You can also dilute it in a spray bottle to clean the surfaces of your kitchen. Incorporate it into your oral hygiene routine to promote healthy-looking teeth, or take internally to support healthy nervous, digestive, respiratory system, and healthy immune function and response. Wow.
I know. I think I'm going to have to find a way to get some more. So, I have a girlfriend that just sent me a message last night. Oh my God, I just added a drop of green mandarin to my yogurt. My mind is blown.
Ooh.
I know. So many options.
And this slide is incorrect. There's actually a limit of 4 per account. So if you have not ordered them yet.
They raised it.
Yes, they did. I don't know if this was a typo out of the gate or if I don't know. But I might have to pick up a few more myself because I only ordered 2 initially.
Yeah, I think that last year with the Mother's Day promos going out as fast as they did, they probably not only made sure to have enough on hand, but also putting that limit, I think, helped.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and made some of the blends that are in the book yesterday. And it's such a fun opportunity to try out new things and dive in to blending oils with the instruction of the masters of the essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to play around with blends myself, but it's really fun to have these recipes straight from doTERRA. So one of the things that you will notice when you get your book is they have recipes that are for a perfume, so for your body, and you can put it in the roller bottle or a little spritz bottle if you'd prefer. And then they also have them for a diffuser blend. And so one of the things that looks really fascinating is I don't know that I would put all of the oil drops that they recommend into the diffuser at one time, but I might take that formula and make a 5 milliliter blend so that you have it to sit next to your diffuser and drop your 3 or 4 drops of that blend at a time.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, just a little note. So they've got this amazing promotion that ends at the end of the month. Make sure that if you have somebody that's been interested in getting essential oils into their home and into their world, that this is the month that they do it. If someone enrolls in April between the 1st and the 30th, they will get 50 free product points provided their initial order is 100 PV or more. And you will also receive 50 free product credits. So make sure that you're letting your people know this is the time to hop in, because we have an amazing promotion and they can just go ahead and get their mom a beautiful gift at the same time.
Good point. Yes. And our daily health habits challenge is kind of we're at what, day 10 already. And it's going great. If you're on Facebook, on doTERRA's Facebook page, they are doing daily posts, and then requesting some sort of activity from you, whether it's commenting on the post or watching a video, and then they're drawing a prize for that day for that post. But then it's also a lot of education about each of these products. Yesterday they focused on Terrazyme, and that's actually one of my favorites out of all these. It's just digestive enzyme that's just really great for the body. So even if you haven't been following along, I encourage you to still hop on. It's not too late, just to kind of get more education about these products. And then you can also order this Daily Health Habits Kit that comes with the Lifelong Vitality, Terrazyme, PB Assist, Deep Blue, and then a 5 ml of lavender, frankincense, balance, lemon, and on guard. These are just really great products if you were starting new, or even if you're just getting back into the swing of taking supplements. These products make a really great kind of daily health regime. So check it out if you haven't already. And if you have been enjoying it, that's awesome too. I know I've really been liking the daily posts and education. Just keeps me encouraged and moving forward.
You know what I really enjoyed taking the other day was the quiz on Lifelong Vitality vitamins, and it looks like today they've got a quiz, or yesterday they have a quiz on the Terrazyme.
Yeah, I failed epically at the Terrazyme quiz, and I was shocked.
I haven't taken that one yet, but I really had a lot of fun going through the Lifelong Vitality, because it's some amazing information that you take in just going through that quiz.
So check it out.
Sometimes you don't know what you don't know.
True.
So happy 10-year at doTERRA. What an amazing journey this has been. So one of the things that doTERRA has promoted, or is in the process of promoting currently, is a 10-year anniversary day of change. And they are, they're really encouraging all of their wellness advocates to go out into the world and take some time to mindfully make a difference today. Send a positive text to 5 different people, leave a gift card at a gas pump, send a thank you card at your local police station, mail carrier, sanitation worker, firefighter, you know the drill, all those guys that are out there doing their deeds, their thankless deeds for you. Volunteer at a local hospital, homeless shelter, nursing home. Leave a kind server the largest tip you can afford. Hold the door open for someone. Clean out your closet and donate clothes you don't wear anymore. And visit someone you don't see often. So these are all just changes or things that doTERRA is suggesting that you could do, but really any act of service that you can think of. Get creative, because this is really about how we can carry doTERRA's mission further. And they're currently doing a huge corporate event at the headquarters there for the Days for Girls. So they're doing a huge event to help support and raise money and awareness for that.
Yep, and if you do anything and you post a lot on social media, they have a hashtag for today, hashtag Day of Change. Kind of cool. Really awesome.
Yeah. Get out there, make your changes happen. Make them known.
Yeah, man.
So I just thought this was so beautiful and very spring-like.
Mm-hmm.
So some really fun milestones that doTERRA has come across. They started out in 2018, and in December they reached their first $1 million in sales. And then a year later, they had their first $1 million month. And then 3 years later, they have regular $1 million days. How exciting is that, right? So much growth.
Giving me goosebumps.
I know, right? So what is it, 2014? So what, 2 years later, they celebrate 1 million wellness advocates?
Wow.
Right? So really, really exciting. 2016, so 2 years past that, 3 million wellness advocates. August of 2016, that same year, they're shipping to nearly 100 countries and corporate offices in 17 countries. Think about all of these households that our products are getting into and all of the lives that are being changed by these beautiful essential oils and opportunity for health and wellness. Yeah, so I'm blown away at every corporate event that they come out and talk about all of the growth and goodness that they've done. At Leadership, they gave us a doTERRA International 2017 year in review. And some of the things that really stood out to me is that on average, we fill 275,000 bottles of essential oils on any given day.
Wow.
If you laid all the labels from 1 year end to end, they would measure 3,020 miles. That's enough to stretch past both coasts of the United States.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
It's crazy.
And it all started with a couple little bottles that were hand labeled by Dr. Hill and Emily and Justin Harrison. How awesome.
What I was thinking about when you started talking about all the milestones was just doTERRA's beginning. I mean, Emily Wright had a dream and she saw, a company that was providing the purest, highest quality essential oils. And it's just incredible what they have accomplished in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazing. And just, this morning I got up and I was writing things that I'm grateful for because I'm trying to get more back into that practice of gratitude. And I was thinking how grateful I am for doTERRA and just having it in my life and having these beautiful products available to me, and just how amazing they are. And just, I don't know, it's incredible.
And that we get to be a part of something bigger than ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
For sure. I'm grateful for you, Glenda.
Oh, grateful for you too. So people, go out today and do something awesome for someone else. Spread the love.
Spread the love. So today we'll spread the love of lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And one of the things that Glenda and I have been trying to do is really focus on getting more intentional with like 1 or 2, or in this case, 3 specific oils. And diving in a little bit more. And the best way for you to learn about an essential oil is really utilize it. Get it into your world every chance that you have. And really trying to find a way to love and embrace and experience that oil for everything that it brings. Mm-hmm. So this week we were really focusing on lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So we'll talk to you a little bit about those 3.
So we'll start with lemon. Oh, lemon is just one of my faves, must-haves. I've realized that I really need to have a few bottles open in a couple of different places in my world, just because I'm always using it. Lemon comes from the rind. Lemon essential oil comes from the rind of the lemon, and it's cold pressed. And our lemon oil actually comes from small farms in Italy. And lemon is just an amazing cleanser, both in the body and in the house. It's very great for purifying the air and surfaces. It aids in digestion. I love drinking lemon in my water. And you can use lemon aromatically, topically, and internally. I do want to give a little note for the citrus oils, since the sun is starting to grace us with its presence every day, which is awesome. That citrus oils are photosensitive, so you want to be careful when you don't want to use them topically if you're going to be heading outdoors into the sun, because you might experience some burning or brown spots. So just use them places where they won't be exposed to the sun.
Good points.
Yes.
Some other great ways to use lemon is we can add it to your water. So put a couple drops in your water every morning. It helps not only flavor your water, which can be really, really great to get you off of drinking sugary substances, but it also helps rid the body of toxins. So win-win. And when you are adding any essential oil to water for consumption, you want to make sure to be using a glass bottle and not a plastic container to drink out of. So a huge point on that. Lemon is fantastic for cleaning. It helps cut the grease. You can add it to a little vinegar and water and make a glass cleaner, as Glenda showed us how to do not too long ago. You can use it to get that sticky, gooey mess off of your surfaces. So just drop a couple drops of lemon oil on there, let it sit, a little elbow grease, it'll come right up. Mm-hmm. Great food addition. Really great degreaser. So add it to soap to help clean greasy hands. Or one of the tips that a friend of mine had given me not too long ago is she puts a drop of lemon oil and hot water in her peanut butter jar and lets that sit, and then shakes it up, pours it out, and the peanut butter's gone.
Ooh.
I know, right? So lemon oil is fantastic for sore throats, hugely important for anyone in the, that's a performer on stage that needs to use their voice. So make sure that they have some lemon oil on hand, that they can take a little gargle of that to keep their vocal cords happy. It's a great mood enhancer, and it is the oil of focus. So one of the things that I absolutely love to do with lemon, super, super, super simple. Just put a drop of lemon in your hands, cover it over your nose and mouth. Take a couple, 3, 4 nice, slow, deep, deliberative breaths. And it really does help to kind of restore the energy, mental flexibility, helps maybe drive you to finishing that project that you're having trouble with. So grab your oil, play with it. Grab your lemon, play with it. It mixes great with so many different things. Mixes really well with the peppermint or the lavender that we'll talk about later on. It mixes really beautifully with frankincense and any of our mints or our spices. It's quite a diverse little beautiful oil. So.
Mm-hmm. Lavender. Lavender. When I think of lavender, I just think of all things calming, whether it's your mind, your skin, just calmness comes over me. Soothes feelings of tension, skin irritation. It's great to apply before bedtime. I'm actually taking a drop of it right now in my palm because it's sitting in front of me.
Yay.
Again, lavender can be used all 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. Oh, wow. God, that smells good. It's just really light and floral and just very beautiful.
And this one is steam distilled. And it's from, they're actually, I believe, harvesting it in Bulgaria with the Melissa oil now. And they've got a new distillery out there called Esotery. And do a little bit of research on Esotery. It's quite a fun story how they are bringing in, allowing other farmers to bring in their essential oils and distill right there on site. And it really does help to preserve the chemistry of the essential oils when they're able to distill right on site like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is fantastic with some Epsom salts in the bath.
Oh, yes.
Super relaxing. Great for the skin, for cuts or scrapes. I love to bring my lavender touch in my purse, just in case you get a little bug bite or a little bee sting. Great for that. Great for sunburn. So you could put it in a little spritz bottle and spritz yourself down. I personally like to use peppermint and lavender together in a spritz bottle as kind of an after sun spray.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things that doTERRA offers on this page actually at the bottom is the After Sun Soothing Spray from the blog. So you can absolutely find this online. It's 1 cup aloe vera juice, 1/4 cup coconut oil, the fractionated coconut oil, 1 teaspoon vitamin E, and then 8 drops lavender, melaleuca, and peppermint essential oil in a spray bottle for After Sun Soothing Spray. That sound lovely?
That does, and I included my favorite Fun in the Sun spray here too, which is just equal parts lavender and peppermint. And I use a 2-ounce glass spray bottle, and I put maybe about 20 to 40 drops of each, and then I fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. But that other recipe that doTERRA has sounds marvelous too, but if you don't have aloe vera juice or that stuff, you could try this one too because it works wonderful. And I apply it both before I go out in the sun and after I'm in the sun.
That's a brilliant idea because lavender actually has its own, I'm not going to say super strong anti-sun properties, but it does absolutely have some sun protective properties to it. I found myself doing chair massage outside in the sunshine where I was not necessarily planning on being outside that much. And I had my essential oils with me. And so all day I was slathering myself with lavender oil. And I was out there for probably 5 hours straight.
Wow.
And I did not burn. And that lavender was the only thing that I was putting on. So
you made a great point there, is that, you know, if you are using this for some added protection from the sun, you do really have to apply it often.
Often.
Like every 30 minutes, maybe.
Yep.
So, but it's, you know, experiment, maybe try little spurts and see how you do. But if you're very fair skinned, you know, still use sunscreen or whatever you need to. But this is another idea.
Yeah, and you know, there's so many recipes out there that you can make your own sunscreen with. What is that white powdery stuff? Why is my mind going to a blank?
Zinc.
Thank you. So many great recipes out there that you can use, like zinc oxide and coconut oil and essential oils, and really make your own sunscreen. Which is a really fantastic idea if you're wanting to bypass all the chemicals that are out there in our typical sunscreen products.
Yes.
One of the things that I love about lavender is that it is one of the most chemically diverse oils. Oftentimes it's called the Swiss Army knife of oils because you can use it for so many different things. It's great for the skin, it's great for the mind, it's great for any open cuts or wounds. Yeah, just keep your lavender on hand. It's pretty awesome. Diluted, you can roll it right along the jaw if you have any teeth grinding or a little one that might be teething. Obviously for younger kids, you'll want to dilute it further, but it's really great for that. And emotionally, lavender is the oil of communication. So if you find yourself, oftentimes when we struggle with the ability to speak our mind, you might feel that lump in your throat. You might feel that throat tightness. And so lavender applied right on the throat can be really, really helpful, not only in calming the muscle and that opening up that airway, but emotionally it can really help to move you into a place where you can feel more at ease with your communication. I have a client of mine that I suggested this to, and she came back and said, "Oh man, that lavender, it's working. I don't know if it's so good for my family, but it's working." But I think it really does help us move past a place of fear when we're thinking about how we use our words, and move into a place where we feel more at ease in expressing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel the need, I encourage you to grab your lavender. Peppermint. So peppermint is one of my probably favorites to use, especially with lavender. The two combined have a really awesome way of calming you down and pepping you up at the same time. Peppermint by itself has a great ability for opening up the respiratory system, promoting clear airways. It helps digestive system, reducing bloating, gas, occasional indigestion. Topically, I love peppermint. It's one of my favorites for reducing any head or neck tension, that muscle ache area. It's one that I love to add to my massage oil, again, with that lavender. It's a really, really beautiful combination. In a diffuser, you could do peppermint and lemon together to really uplift your mood and awaken the senses. There's a beautiful whipped peppermint foot lotion on doTERRA's blog that sounds absolutely delightful.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't that sound great?
Yeah.
Peppermint is also steam distilled. So the really cool thing that I love about essential oils is that they have really been given to us for our usage, and both aromatically, internally, but also topically. And so here's my fun analogy with peppermint oil. So you can grow peppermint in your own backyard, right? I do. It kind of grows like a weed. Our peppermint comes from the northwest region of the United States because that's where it has the best chemical constituencies, the best temperature, the best soil. But the cool thing about peppermint is when you look at it, and any of our oils that come from leaves like this, they're going to have little tiny oil sacs on the leaf. And if you're walking through the grocery store or you're walking out in your backyard and you pick up your peppermint leaf and you just pinch the leaf, that oil sac bursts and you get it on your fingers. You can smell your fingers. But what I love is that when we use essential oils topically, one of the best ways that you can use it is putting it on the bottoms of your feet. Now think about this. We were not made to walk this earth in shoes on asphalt. We were made to walk the earth barefoot on these plants, crushing these leaves, bursting these oil sacs, so that that oil gets released naturally on the bottoms of our feet. So I encourage you, grab your oils, rub them on your feet, because your feet will love you.
That's a really awesome way to think about it, Julie. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. So some fun things about peppermint, all things cooling. So if you're feeling overheated, whether it is internally or externally, you can take a drop of peppermint oil in your water. It's a great addition to tea or replacement for tea. You can use it for your head or neck, like I said, for head tension. If you have any tummy troubles, it's just drop a drop. You might want to use a little fractionated coconut oil if it feels a little tingly for you. So you can rub it right on your stomach, or again, internally is great for digestion. Or again, rub it on the bottoms of your feet. It's great for an afternoon pick-me-up, a drop in your palm. Add a drop of lemon with it too, or a drop of wild orange. Get a citrus in there, and it's really great for opening up the airways and bringing your mind back to present. Mm-hmm. Pests, ants, and mice hate peppermint, so find their entry spot, put a cotton ball with a drop or two of peppermint there. Another thing that I heard not too long ago, I don't remember where I was at, but taking a sack, like a bag, and putting wood chips in it and dropping peppermint oil right on the wood chips and putting that little bag, that little sack, like a little muslin sack or something, right at that entry point, and that peppermint oil will really hold on to those wood chips.
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Great for foot soak. Fantastic in chocolate desserts. One of my favorite things to do is make a gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free fudge and add a little peppermint to it. And it's basically just coconut oil, cocoa powder. Coconut oil, cocoa powder, a little stevia or honey, whichever you prefer, and peppermint oil. So simple. So delicious. But emotionally, peppermint is the oil of the buoyant heart. So it brings joy and buoyancy to the heart and soul. It's really cool. It's really great to use when you're feeling a little disheartened. It helps to rediscover the joy of being alive. Peppermint is often used to kind of escape emotional pain. So sometimes when we need to, if life has really thrown you a curveball and you're really struggling to get out of bed, Peppermint can really help boost you to get you out of bed and get you going through the day.
Mm-hmm.
However, just like anything else, we need to not run from our emotional stuff. So make sure when you use peppermint oil, it really is a fantastic way to get you going and get you boosting and allow you to face the day when it's hard. But make sure that you're not relying on that every single day all the time, because it's really hugely important to address that which is difficult, so you actually deal with it and are able to move past it when you have the emotional brain space to do so. So my little 2 cents on emotional issues with peppermint. Do you have anything else you wanted to share, Gwenda?
Well, I'm thinking back to when I started with these beautiful oils and my family wasn't quite on board yet, and I just could not get enough of peppermint. And I, was introduced to doTERRA in March, and by that summer, I was just loving the oils. And, in the summer, it just gets really hot, and I would always be caught putting a drop of peppermint on the back of my neck, and my family just really started kind of teasing me till they understood the awesomeness of how amazing these oils are, and how 1 drop of peppermint can just really cool you down when you're working up a sweat, or just even hot, or when it's humid out. It really kind of just cools the body down. And then another thing I like to do in the summer is to add peppermint and lemon to my water that I'm drinking, because drinking peppermint kind of cools you from the inside out. So it's just a beautiful oil to have with you all the time. We also have peppermint beadlets. So those you can kind of take like you would a mint or something. Great breath freshener. It's also great to have peppermint beadlets on the go, because if you do have some head tension or you're overheating, you can actually just take the beadlet in your fingers and kind of pinch it till it bursts open, and then use the oil that way too, if you don't have like the bottle of peppermint or a roller ball of peppermint with you. The beadlets are really convenient to have on you as well.
That's brilliant. I never thought about that.
Yeah. And then just to kind of pack the punch of how powerful peppermint is, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So it's a beautiful oil, and it's just so powerful. And a little goes a long way. You really don't need more than a drop or 2 when you're using it.
Mm-hmm. Good points. So the really, really cool thing that doTERRA has discovered is that equal parts lemon, lavender, and peppermint have been found very effective with seasonal discomfort issues regarding something like mold or pollen or cat dander. So if you're struggling with that, I encourage you to give this a try. And you can either do a drop in a shot glass of water of each, or doTERRA's created this beautiful opportunity for you to take it orally without tasting it. So they've created these Try-Ease soft gels. And again, it's equal parts lemon, lavender, and peppermint in a little soft gel. And it has been really helpful for a lot of people. From what I've heard, and I don't deal with that particular issue currently, but one of the really successful ways that I've heard is use this once a day throughout the year, and then when it comes to your season of discomfort, double the dose. And it can be hugely helpful in the way that your body responds and reacts to what's going on around you. The lavender is a natural antihistamine. The peppermint opens up your breathing, your airways, and the lemon is a natural cleanser. So it's going to help to clear out any of the bacteria that ends up getting inflamed, which is why that pollen or that dust or all of that ends up affecting the body the way that it does. So
Something else I want to add to, part of the amazing trio that is lemon, lavender, and peppermint is these soft gels are super convenient, but this trio is also amazing to diffuse during the season of your discomfort. I know that last spring I have one of those diffusers where you just screw the oil bottle into it, and I had created a bottle of equal parts lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and I just had that diffusing 24/7 in the house throughout the spring, and I think it made a huge difference on how I felt. So, even just diffusing it can be really helpful too for that. And I noticed yesterday as I started digging around in my backyard, my body started talking to me last night and this morning, so I've got to get out my trays and get it in my diffuser, get it going.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, more opportunities for learning. I love that doTERRA just gives us so many wonderful opportunities to pull in more and more education, whether you like to learn online or in person. These in-person events can't be beat. So if you have an opportunity to still get to one of these wellness summits, check it out. doTERRA.com has an events page, which they've got wellness summits, and there's still some out there, some available. And then regional product education training as well. So the wellness summit is, the wellness summit is what, 2 days, right?
Yeah.
The Wellness Summit is 2 days, and it is product and business. The product education is straight product. So they're both awesome. They're both absolutely amazing. I encourage you, if you can get to any of these areas, Chicago, Dallas, Anaheim, California, Denver, Colorado, Toronto, Ontario. So those are all the product education trainings that are coming up still in 2018. So hop on to doTERRA.com, see if you can get there, or if you've got friends or family in the area that might be interested. And then ending with our own local events that we have coming up, we've got all kinds of things available on the calendar. And the calendar can be found at oilerswithamission.com. It is always up to date, so hop on there. Next week's webinar, we're going to spotlight TerraShield. So, fantastic way to protect yourself and your pets. And then Essential Oils 101 is being held every Wednesday in April. So today is the last day at Glenda's house in April. So give her a buzz, shoot her a message, bring a friend, get out there and learn some oily goodness. And then we've got Unwind Within has a couple of events in May. Intro to Oils class on the 14th, Oils for Athletes on the 18th. And then we are hosting our next business meeting May 19th. And we have put out a recent survey. If you have been to our business meetings and have not filled out that survey, get on there. We're trying to figure out if we're going to be doing in-house or online events. So hop on, give us your vote, give us some feedback, and we'll make something beautiful happen. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure to be with you, Glenda, as always. And have a great week.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And remember, today's the day of change. So get out there and be the change the world needs.
Absolutely.
Thank you.